Ever since Jesus left the earth 2,000 years ago, the big question has been, when will he return? In the parable of the fig tree, Jesus explained that when certain events take place, his followers would know that his coming and the end of the age is near. They wouldn't know the specific day or hour, but they would know it was coming soon by watching for specific signs. And in this video, we'll explain the first two major signs that indicate when Jesus' second coming is not far off. The book of Revelation describes three major sets of sevens in its sequence of end-time events: the seven seals, the seven trumpets, and the seven bowl plagues. Of these three, the seven seals take place first. The first seal describes the first major end-time event and the first sign of Jesus' return. Now I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard one of the four living creatures saying with a voice like thunder, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a white horse. He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer. This symbolic vision of a rider on a white horse represents a deceptive, yet very popular form of Christianity. Jesus explained this in Matthew 24, verses 4 through 5, when he described the events leading up to his return. He said, "Take heed that no one deceive you, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am the Christ,' and will deceive many." Other scriptures and prophecies add more detail, showing that this end-time counterfeit Christianity will be led by an influential, powerful, and appealing leader. In Revelation 13, a beast is described that comes out of the earth and looks like a lamb, but speaks like a dragon, meaning it will look like Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God, on the surface, but it will speak like Satan, often described as a dragon. This person, called the Antichrist, man of sin, and the false prophet, will be empowered by Satan to perform great signs, including calling down fire from heaven. This person will look good, even Christ-like, in order to deceive the majority of mankind. The core characteristic of this first sign is religious deception within the realm of Christianity. Many people will be led to accept and believe false doctrines in the name of Christ. Therefore, as Jesus said, Christians must watch because the most powerful Christian leader of all time will appear on the world scene. He will perform great signs and look Christ-like on the surface, but will deliver a deceptive message. He will lead a great revival of the largest Christian church on earth and an unprecedented unification of Christianity. And he will deceive millions of people as the great end-time false prophet, Antichrist, and man of sin. To learn more about the Antichrist, watch this video. And if you're finding this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you can watch more of these and other programs covering different Bible topics. Now, the second seal of Revelation describes the second major end-time event to occur just before Christ's return. Revelation 6 verses 3 and 4 says, "When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, 'Come and see.' Another horse, fiery red, went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword." This symbolic vision of a rider on a red horse represents war and violence on a scale not yet experienced in history, even dwarfing the horrors of World War I and II. Like the first seal, Jesus mentions this in his description of end-time events, saying, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." The second seal includes the rise of a dominant political leader on the world scene. This person will lead a final revival of the great Roman Empire by bringing together several European nations politically and militarily, forming a world-dominating superpower. Revelation 13, 1 through 8 describes a beast which comes out of the sea having 7 heads and 10 horns. This pictures the final group of nations that will come together in Europe. Several Bible prophecies describe this end-time European beast, as we've explained in other videos. Like the religious leader, this end-time political figure will be empowered by Satan. At first, he will likely present himself as a restorer of peace and unity, before transitioning to a ruthless dictator and warmonger, sparking many end-time wars across the world. He will also lead an intense wave of persecution against God's true saints. This end-time leader will partner with the powerful false prophet. The religious leader and his powerful church, symbolized by the harlot in Revelation 17, will actually ride the beast. This coming union of church and state has occurred multiple times in Europe's past. And just one example is when Pope Leo crowned Charlemagne as Emperor of the Roman Empire on December 25th in 800 AD. Therefore, as Jesus said, Christians must watch because one of the most powerful political leaders of all time will arise on the world scene not long after the false Christian leader. This political figure and his movement will ultimately be influenced by the great Christian leader and his false church, thus reviving the historic and mighty Holy Roman Empire. And this European beast power will spark the climactic end-time wars and violence on a scale the world has never seen. So when will all this take place? The Bible does not say exactly when these two leaders and their movements will appear, but Revelation 13 verse 5, along with other scriptures, indicate that they will appear no less than 42 months or 3.5 years before Christ's return. Therefore, when these first two horsemen have begun their end-time ride, Christians can look up and lift up their heads because Jesus said their redemption draws near. The second coming of Jesus Christ will be very close, likely occurring not much more than 3.5 years later.